Hello guys, Nat Blue here, and I'm feeling a little bit nostalgic for 2024. So I'm going to continue what I started in the last video and discuss 2024. Specifically today, I want to talk about the games I played in 2024. I briefly touched on this in the last video, but I want to talk about it in a way that is near and dear to my heart. A tier list. You guys know how much I love tier list. I want to talk about it as a tier list. So, this is the list of games I played last year. And we're going to kick this off with Golf with Your Friends. Golf with Your Friends was a lot of fun, but I think I'm going to put it into B. This is a game my friend Joe, who some of you might know as Crimson, and I played, I think, earlier on in the year. And it would be an A, but Crimson got upset that I kept beating him. So he started using the weirdly shaped balls. I don't think that should be an option in this game because it was rude. So because of that, I'm going to put it into B tier. It is a fun game though if you want to play a good golfing game with friends. Next up we have Grun. So Grun is like a garden horror game. So you garden and there's a bunch of spooky stuff. I'm going to put this into B also. So I loved the gardening aspect of it. I kept getting stuck in a spot where I kept drowning. And I got spooked real bad in the same place twice in a row. And I didn't like that. So we're going to put that into B because I drowned. That's the main reason. Next up is Hades, and this is a weird start to the list because this is also going to go into B. I understand. Hades is a very popular game. I played this for stream once. I had some good stream engagement. And I played for like 5 hours. So it was very addictive. But I never picked the game back up again. And I never really had the inclination to pick the game back up again. So I think because of that, I can't put it higher than B. If it was truly a game that I loved, I would have played again. Then we have Lethal Company. Lethal Company is also a game that I played with Crimson, and I had so much fun with this. I'm going to put this into A. I think we should have played this game more often. It was really fun. But the issue is I have to have somebody to play with. He really wanted to play with some of the mods that make like the suits look different and stuff. But the mods didn't work out very well. So I think A is a good spot for this to sit for right now. Then we have Papers, Please. Papers, Please is a B tier game as well. And I think the main reason is that I also didn't want to keep playing this game. It's a similar issue to Hades. So I played 2 videos with this and then deleted the game from my library. Or not from my library, from my desktop. So, I mean, I just didn't want to go back to it. It is a little bit older than most of the games on this list, and that might have something to do with it. Then we have Scarlet Hollow. Oddly enough, this is also going to be a B tier game for 2 reasons. One, there was too much dialogue, so I kept having to read aloud. There's not voice acting in the game. And then secondly, I think the beginning of the game's too slow. Technically, I have beat this game. And the reason I put that into quotation marks is because the game's not finished. I think they release like chapters every so often. So I haven't truly beat it until they finish the game. But I had some fun with it. I think the story gets really good about halfway through what they've released. And I'm excited to see what they come out with. But the beginning is really slow. And I don't like a game where I have to read aloud to the audience the entire game. Next up, we have Power Wash Simulator. So I'm going to put this into A. And it would be an S. But I don't like that you have to adjust the volume settings at the beginning to make the water less harsh, like the water sound. Because I didn't know that, and I got a bad headache playing Power Wash Simulator. So I think it should come set up a little bit better than that. Then we have Fortnite. I played a lot of Fortnite in the past year. That was one of my, I think that's probably my top streamed game, is Fortnite. And I love this game, but it's going into A. I don't get as excited as I used to about this. This is another game where I like to have somebody to play with while I'm playing. And honestly, it's just, I don't want to be a Fortnite streamer. Like, it's a lot of fun. I play offline a lot, like off stream a lot. But I don't want to be a Fortnite streamer. Next, we have Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. This is our first S tier. I love this game. The Turnip Boy games are so much fun, and I love this. It's really funny. There's a lot of cool things you get to do throughout the game. I really like the different weapon options and stuff like that. It's just a really fun game. Then we have Turnip Boy Wobbly Bank, and this is going to flip on its head. This is a C tier game. I don't like this one very much. It's very repetitive, and I just don't think it's as fun as the predecessor, Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. But I mean, there were still fun aspects of the game. I didn't enjoy playing it very much. Then we have the Cat Seek and Find games. This one's a building full of cats. And I love these games. It's going to go into A instead of S, because I don't think they're the best games to make content with. It's just me clicking on cats over and over again. And there's nothing special about that. It's hard to make commentary and stuff. It's just a cat seek and find game. But I do really enjoy the games. Next up is Slay the Princess. Slay the Princess is an S tier game. I loved this. It is so much fun. It made me super excited for Scarlet Hollow because it's the same game studio. Scarlet Hollow just didn't hold up to the same expectation. But Slay the Princess was amazing. I did not expect to like it as much as I did. Then we have Celeste. This is a very recently played game for me, but I quit the game. The game's beautiful. The music's amazing. The level design's really cool. I rage quit after 3 levels, which is pretty much what quit the game's going to be, is rage quitting. Because I could not get past the 3rd level. So I just gave up. Then we have Black Myth Wukong. Now, Black Myth Wukong is a beautiful game that could not run very well on my last PC. So I had to upgrade my computer for this game. I liked it enough to pay a lot of money on a new PC. So I think it deserves A tier. It would be S tier, but I think I get tired of the game very quickly. I do still plan to finish this game. I just don't know the timeline for that. I kind of want to just play the game offline and finish the entire thing before I release any videos. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do. Then we have the Convenience Store. This is a chiller's art game. It is a spooky game, and I quit because I was too scared. I don't like a game that asks me to walk through the dark streets. I don't want to do that. So I quit the game. I mean, that's just how the cookie crumbles, you know? Next is Borderlands 2. I'm going to put this into C, maybe? I enjoyed this. It's a fun shooter. I think this gets a little repetitive too. I don't understand Borderlands as well as I probably should. I do love looting, but my friend Crimson doesn't want to let me loot everything. And he stopped playing this game with me, so I'm probably never going to finish it. I did not quit the game. We collectively quit the game. Then we have Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. That's a quit the game. I rage quit because I couldn't get past the first area. I think it made for a decent video because I don't normally get very angry playing games, but I rage quit that game. Next is Baldur's Gate 3. That is the top of S tier. I loved Baldur's Gate 3 since it came out. This is not a newly played game. I have probably more hours in this game than almost any other game. I would say the only other game that I might have close is Fortnite, but it would probably be close. I have hundreds of hours in Baldur's Gate 3. because it is just such a good game. There's so much you can do, so many different options, so many different paths you can take. I love Baldur's Gate. And then we have TCG Card Shop Simulator. This is also S tier. Because I didn't realize how much I like opening packs of cards until I played this game recently, it was so good. It is so nice. Honestly, I should continue playing the game, but I haven't gotten around to it recently. Next is Elden Ring. I'm going to put this into S. I played 2 different classes on Elden Ring this year. Didn't beat either one of them because it just kind of tapered out. But I played a prisoner and a samurai this year, and both were really fun. I think I love the prisoner. I might play another prisoner eventually. But I do really like Elden Ring. It is so much fun. And there's so many different classes that you can just keep replaying the game and have a different experience each time. Then we have Little Nightmares 1. This is S. We have a lot of S tiers in this list, but I love Little Nightmares 1. It is so much fun. I love the main character. I love the story. The game can be very frustrating, but it's really fun to play. Then we have Little Nightmares 2, which I think this is a more frustrating and slightly less fun game than Little Nightmares 1. So I'm going to put this into A. I love the storyline of it. I don't like how hard it is to fight in this game. Like, it's too much about the timing. So if you miss somebody with like a hammer or something, you immediately lose. I love the main character of this, and I love the secondary character of this. But I hate the combat. Next is Another Crab's Treasure. I think this is also an A tier. I did not finish this game, but it was a lot of fun. I had other games that came up, so I kind of paused on it, and I would love to go back to it eventually. I just didn't finish it. And then lastly is Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. This is going to go into C for a few reasons. I think this game can get very repetitive, which is tough. And I think since I had already played Baldur's Gate 3, this is like a less fun D&D game. So I think it just isn't as good as Baldur's Gate 3. Because of that, I think it's going to go into C tier. This is not a game I would play again. I think if you're a fan of both D&D and Borderlands, you would probably love this game. I'm mostly a fan of D&D. The only Borderlands I've played is Borderlands 2 on this list, and a little bit of the pre-sequel, which I hated. So that is my 2024 video games list. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any comments on these, please leave a comment. If you have a comment on something you would like to see me play in the new year, leave a comment. Other than that, if you liked the video, you can like the video. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell to be notified when videos are released. Other than that, I hope everybody had a great year, and I hope everybody has a great new year. And until next time, peace.